Welcome to Pitbull Stadium. It is week 8 of the EA Sports college football season, and the games are getting more intense. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the FIU Panthers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Coach Mason told me before the game, one of the things Coach talked to me about before the game was just how important it is to get back on track. This team is on a losing streak here, but they know they are better than what their record shows. He said if we can get out to an early start, set the tone, we are going to be just fine. He's challenged his team to focus better and communicate early in this ball game. I'll let you know how it looks from down here on the field. Reese?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Blue Raiders offense will have the football first. And here comes Roman Gagliano. Tough day in that last loss. Threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Under fire. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Galloway. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. So FIU's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, he becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Might as well give it to him again. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. All right, guys, let's talk about Florida International. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Handoff from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They're looking for any type of offense to try to get this thing going, down 3-0. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Allen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again. It's complete. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Pressure coming. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just triples to the ground.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Let's take a minute to look at Florida International. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent, and high school talent that can come in that they can compete with your roster right now. Those are the guys that really help you take that next step.
Quarterback may change this route. They're going to go to the air on third and short, using the quick game. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down.
They're going to try to get this guy the football as many ways as they can. You're going to see it, obviously, in the running game, but here doing a nice job in the pass game, too. Leaking him out of the backfield, working the right side of the field. That's a nice game by the offense.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on this scramble play here down close in the red zone.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. A little too much on that, but just out of his reach. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the 2nd quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you could really get dangerous in this ballgame.
They go right back to it. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. FIU will line up to punt.
Number 36 in punt formation to kick it away.
Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got a man. It's Shaw. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they use a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Makes the grab on the left. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Right back to the well. Finds a crease at the 20. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. The Panthers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from their own 20-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway beat gate and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Marshall Thundering Herd.
Just about set to get this second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Panthers head coach told me at halftime, this home crowd is fueling their running game every single time the running back gets the run. They are going crazy. The ground game has been good, and they're going to continue to ride the momentum of this home crowd.
Okay, Holly. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. There's some room. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
He'll run it again. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Allen. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field, the offense ready to go to work. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarter, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's the pressure. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to make this catch. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's McNeil. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Oh, better look out! Breaks into the open. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking.